Sagittarius. Let's see. Sagittarius, per always, here you have the Emperor with the Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This is so crazy and so, whoa. First of all, again, this is not a love reading, but this right here is lethal. This is lethal energy when it comes down to someone advancing towards you. Now, I've been telling you guys, as far as love, this is going to be a very active, like 2 months for you. Most of you are already kind of dating. There's people coming back, multiple people coming back into your life, new people that's going to come in. I mean, it was so spot on. But one thing I do want to tell you is that the Emperor talks about you building your career. So some of you are going back to school. Some of you are taking seminars. Maybe you're finding some type of like mentor or something like that, because the Emperor is stable. And I feel like this is more so you trying to stable out materially as far as your finances. And I see you're taking action in that. That's the reason why the Knight of Swords came out. I'm also seeing that the Emperor have mastered something. So let's say, I think I talked about this before. So for some of you, you are really good musicians. I say magicians. Musicians, you're really good with music. You could be really good at making clothes, or, an architect or something like that. I'm seeing that you have become a master of your craft. And if you are not there yet, that is where you're going to be, hands down. And the Emperor is saying you're going to be very successful. Okay. Now, this is something we've been seeing in your reading a lot. And the very fact that it's coming out as the first position in your reading, hands down, you're like basically giving birth to your dreams. Okay. And you're already at this place where money is going to be good. Any type of creative projects, all of that is going to be amazing. Okay. And I'm also seeing here that this is like a boss energy with that Emperor. So let's just say that right now you are an associate. The Knight of Swords is there. So this is like someone coming to you, especially it's coming out with the Emperor. So it feels like maybe it's a boss or someone who has some sort of power that can come in and assist you in some kind of way. So it's like someone pulls your resume and they are like the head of like NBC or the head of some of the chocolate factory, right? So that's what I'm saying. I feel like you're going to be able to take steps, not just because of what you're doing, but other people are recognizing your skill. So there's a lot of advancement in this reading, hands down. Okay. You see, I can say that all with the Emperor because that's what it encompasses. Okay. That's why I said like this is major. Okay. I was like, whoa, this is major here, Sag. But this is something that we've been seeing for a very long time anyway. But for the Emperor to come out, wow. All right. Now, we're going to kind of see what this means for love. Oh, my goodness. Didn't I tell you got different people coming back? Y'all just be thinking I be saying stuff. There's one person in particular that you are really wanting, but you got all of these different people that are around you, okay? And I'm not saying that everyone that is in your energy all wants love and, like long term. I'm not saying that. But you do have a lot of admirers, okay? And some of these admirers, at least one of them, this could be someone that you have a child with, all right? This could be a baby father. This could be a child's mother. But you do have a lot of options. But I'm telling you right now, by the look of her face, there's one person in particular that you have your eye on, or someone you cannot stop thinking about because it looks like she's daydreaming. All right. So maybe you already have like contact with this person. This could be someone that you work with at your job. You know how it is. Like if it's someone at your job, you're like, oh, I don't know if I should say anything. I don't know if I should, it's a little, It's not it's not as smooth. It's not like it's someone that you can just walk up to at like a party or something. But I do see that there's someone that you have your eye on here, or someone that you're interested in. But even though, you know, you have a lot of different people who are interested in you, okay? Now, at the bottom of the deck, you did have the Four of Swords. I mean, I want to say that some of you are not talking to someone right now because of that Four of Swords. It's like you're keeping yourself busy dating and you're keeping yourself distracted with other people. But what it really is that you're waiting for someone in particular, like I said, because I didn't even know this was at the bottom of the deck. The Four of Swords, there's this, it's like you want to talk to someone, but you're not. Let's see. Let's get this for Sagittarius. I hate that noise, but I'm sorry. I'm being told to do it this way. Let me see. You got a lot of different people talking to you. Here it is again, Knight of Swords. You got a lot of different people advancing. I'm not liking that page. Okay, I think I said this when I mentioned that not everyone who's going to come in here is going to be on, oh, I want to love you, I want to marry you. No. The page to me is not just about someone who's a little immature. It's someone new too, right? Because it's like the initial stages of a romance. But that's the thing, you know, it's nothing grounded and stable yet. I feel like a lot of you are dating and you're talking to someone right now. That's just what I'm saying. I'm going to wait and see how this is going to play out. But this is just like, okay, I have history with someone over here that I really, really liked. I really, really fell in love with. But let me see what else is out there. And some of you are not at this place right now. You're not here. I feel like this is the person that you have been wanting to be with for a very long time. This is the person you want them to change your life, even though I feel like it's going to be other people or another person who's going to change your life. But you've been wanting a particular person who I just feel like is not going to give it to you. Let me see. I got to do this right. Thank you. Too many. I'm going to look at it though. Damn, look at this. Look at this. I want to keep this, but I want to push this aside. Remember when I said your money is going to be on point? Look at this. You have the Eight of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. Isn't that beautiful? Your work is going to make you financially independent. I mean, I'm talking about to the point where, I mean, I love this drawing. I mean, very elegant, very successful, literally being able to buy whatever you want to buy within reason. And I really do see that with the Nine of Pentacles. So like, let's say you're able to buy not just clothing. I'm talking about you've been eyeing this BMW or this Benz. You're able to get it now. The things that you're going to be possessing is now going to represent you and your mastery, because we talked about that at the beginning of the reading. This is mastery, again, even here with the Eight of Pentacles. Whoa. Very successful, abundant, and prosperous. I'm going to keep those on the side. Let's see what else comes out here for. Thank you. Here it is, Knight of Wands. See, this is why I wanted to do it this way. This is someone you've been dealing with. I'm sorry. I already knew. See, you're trying to open up your options because you have been dealing with someone for a while. I feel like this could be someone you may have a child with. This is someone that you've been dealing with for some years or at least a year. The person leaves, they come back, they leave, they come back. And The thing is, I feel like this is mostly for those who have been dealing with someone for at least 2 years. And this is not to like, not include those who are just dealing with someone recently, but this feels like this is at least 2 years or more. And the reason why I say that is because for a lot of you Sagittarius is for you, you feel this link to them. Like you feel like they are like a karmic soulmate. You feel this like they're this one of a kind. I don't know, maybe you've convinced yourself that this is who they are, but you can't, it's almost like, and I told this to Taurus yesterday, but for you, it's not like you can't live without them. It's just like right now, there's something about them that you cannot put your finger on, that you're not being able to find in other people. Because you keep letting them back in. You could be dealing with another fire sign too, or someone who has that temperament, especially Leo energy. This is someone who has a lot of they have so much dominance over you, right? And I'm saying this with the divine feminines. I feel like if you are a divine masculine, this is what they've been complaining about with you for some of you. Like you got all of these different people who are like interested in you and you love the attention, you love the control, right? But this person is very dominant masculine. And I feel like that is something, and this is what you've been hoping for. Like you've been hoping that this person would change, which is making me believe this is the reason why you keep letting them back in. But I do see you at least attempting to move forward and deal with other people. There's going to be some type of message or some communication about a father figure or some type of male in the house. Or it could be a message about an Aries. Okay? Let me see what that message could be. Sorry, y'all. These cards do not stand still. 6 of Cups. You want to open up your options. You want to know why? Because as much as you have feelings for this person, you are going to start liking somebody else. I like the fact that the Page of Cups is there. So it's like you're out to dinner with someone, you're dining with someone, you're getting to know somebody else. And those feelings that you have for this person over here is going to start fading away. That's why I like all of this, like eclipses and all of these different things that are happening, because you could totally see it even in personal readings. And people that I've read for who just knew that they were never going to be able to get over someone, and they are not even thinking about them anymore. It's been like 2 years since, it happened. So that's what I'm saying here with you. And there is someone else that's going to take up your heart space. This person just can't get it together. I feel like you're dealing with someone who wants to be free. Hence, this did come out when I was trying to clarify that. The 9, I really wasn't clarifying it, but I mean, it's just more additional information. The 9 of Pentacles is making me feel like this person may have a lot of money. They are very successful to a certain degree. They're not really used to people, putting restraints on them. Okay. So I feel like you're a cookie in a cookie jar to them. It's not saying that they don't have feelings for you, but if they do, it's very little. It's not enough for them to commit. It's not enough for them to really say, okay, I want to be with you, Sagittarius. I love you. No, I don't see that. And I feel like you've been waiting for them to say that to you, because they kiss you on the cheek, because they give you nice gifts, or they're nice to you today, right? I just don't see it in the long term. And you're going to see that as well. You're going to be like, damn, like I really love them. I really love him. I really love her. But they keep doing the same stuff. Okay, so I see you definitely talking to other people, and there is going to be someone who's trying to get your attention. So it's not like you are just out there and like sitting on a porch and no one's walking by. It's going to be someone who's going to be like, oh, you look beautiful today. How are you? And pick the flowers from like a yard and give it to you. You know, I love romantic stuff, but that's what I'm seeing. Like someone actively like pursuing you. Okay. And this is what's going to get you to not forget, but to move on from this person from the past. Let me see. And this is the thing that I want you guys to know, especially even looking in the comment section. You are not a victim to them. You can't pretend that you are. Remember, I see where you feel that you have this connection. I always can see it, right? It's not that I don't see where you've had this connection or what they're doing to you. I see that, you try to leave and they come back because you give them the attention that they want. All right? You have to starve them out. But when you're starving them out and you're dating other people, you can't just be doing it just because, oh, I'm just going to do it because I want to make this person jealous. No. You cannot be that available for them. Knight of Pentacles is saying how available you're going to be for this person. You have control of the situation. This is the reason why the Emperor come out. You're putting yourself in a helpless situation by saying that. You're basically saying, oh, this person is breadcrumbing me. So where do you have control in this situation? You're not helpless here. You have other people who are like dying to be with you, but you're like, oh, it's just something about them. And they're just like, one minute they're saying they want to be with me, and the next minute they're not. And ain't nobody in this world had that much control over you. This is what you're doing to yourself. Okay? You're allowing your memories to get the best of you. So when they're not around, then you start thinking about them. You start daydreaming about them. Oh, reminiscing about the good times. What you're really doing is you're not looking at reality in the face and say, what were they doing when they were here? So if you're gonna be reminiscing about what's real, not about what you want it to be. Because that Six of Cups is memories. When they're gone, all of a sudden it's like, oh, I miss them. And you're not thinking correctly. Now here you are with the Sun and the Magician coming out in your reading. You cannot get any better than this. You are not going to get any better than this. There is someone else that's going to come into your life and light up your world. You saw me shuffle. So I'm not just telling you anything. I'm not just saying, oh, well, because you love this person. Sometimes people will be like, there's going to be somebody who's going to come in here, who's going to sweep you off your feet. And this other person in the past, they're going to miss you so much, they're going to start drinking and they're going to be some drug heads. And no, I ain't telling you all of that because that's not true. Most people move on and they don't think about you after that. After about 6 months, you are a distant memory. And that's what's going to happen with you, with them. Why? Because your sun is so much brighter. There's somebody who's going to come in here and you're going to be like, oh my God, I never thought I would be this happy. You're only focusing on you. If the universe is saying that I'm going to give you the sun, what the hell are you doing looking back at something that calls the moon energy? Why are you thinking about somebody who did not make you happy anyway? The sun is universal. This is what God gives to you. And then it's paired by the Magician. This is you really believing that nobody else is going to take this person's spot. That's what makes this a miracle. When it's like, it's really not a miracle. There is nothing miraculous about this. I will feel that the only miraculous thing about this is the fact that you were able to get over them in the first place. You're like, I thought I would never be able to get over that person. Praise the Lord. Thank God that you will, even if you don't think that you can right now. We're going to rewind because remember before I said there's somebody else that's taking up your heart space. And look at this with the sun. I can always tell. I don't just be telling y'all that just because I just want to tell you something. I'm saying it because this is what's going to happen. The universe is like, you need, first of all, you need to heal from what has been occurring, meaning there needs to be this pause. Please don't get into any energies with other people just because you're trying to distract yourself and just because you don't want to think about this other person. You're being haunted by the memories of them. So you're like, I guess I'll go on a date with this other person, even though I know I'm not really feeling them this way. No, you're going to open up your heart to someone who's really trying. And then something happens with this Sun card. The Nine of Pentacles says you're going to free yourself from that, from them. Sagittarius, speaking of which, remember when I kept on saying that your themes have always been shining? Remember that? I know half of you guys, you look at these reads a lot. Most of you guys are normals, right? Normies. So how many times are you going to get the sun in your reading? How many times are we going to pull cards and it keeps talking about you shining? This could be so hard for you to believe that you're going to be at a place of happiness because you haven't felt that. You're so used to people just giving you just a little bit of their love, a little bit of their affection, a little bit of their attention. But I like the curiosity in this new person. I like the fact that they like you. And it's a warmth feeling, because part of what the sun does, it makes you feel good. You really do feel happy when you wake up in the morning. You're like, oh my God, I met somebody and they really like me. And it's not just based on what they're saying, it's based on their actions and what they're doing. That's what the sun is. Let's get the last two cards here for Sagittarius. Sorry, turn it this way. Eight of Swords. The Tower. Whew. Oh my God. Whoever this long term has been, and I told you, and this is specifically for those who have been dealing with someone for a while. This is someone you got history with, at least 2 or 3 years, got history with this person, someone you are so... Remember when I said that you're helpless? Listen, I'm going to read some cards, Eight of Swords. Remember when I just said that? When you're talking about people who are breadcrumbing you, people who are making you feel like you have no control, you feel helpless, you feel bound by them. Remember when I said this is universal? The Tower comes out. Okay? This is the rescuer. Who is the rescuer in this reading? God. This is you being trapped in a dungeon somewhere. And the universe is like, okay, let me go ahead. I want to look for Sagittarius. I want to look for them. I want to free them. You come out, hands bound, eyes bound and all. Let me release you. Okay, so this is like the Jesus moment, right? I want to free you from this. Oh, that wasn't Jesus. Which was one of those people in the Bible? There was a few of them. I don't know if it was Daniel, but someone was literally, they were in prison, okay, and the angel came in, okay, and let them out. All right. So my thing is that is what this looks like. And it is very universal. It's like the universe is saying it is time, because that's a clock there. It is time for you to release whatever it is that you have been holding on to, whatever has been bound to you, whatever has been holding on to you, and whatever you've been holding on to. You're holding on to and what's holding on to you. It is time for that to go. You need to release that. Okay, there you go. Thank you, Joel. Peter. I already knew it was one of them. It was one of them. At least I guess it's Peter, right? I'm just saying this. Okay. A lot of what happens to you really is biblical anyway. I've told you guys that. I've actually told you that when I do your readings, and it's so interesting because like I have such a connection with Sagittarius. I don't know why. Okay. I've been that way since I started YouTube. I have this connection with you guys. I'm not saying I don't have a connection with Taurus because they really do believe I have a connection with them too. That's true. And also with Virgo because that's me, right? But with Sagittarius, it's a completely different feeling. It's a completely different energy with y'all. Because y'all be getting on the phone trying to act crazy with me, and y'all know I don't be having that either. Y'all know I don't be feeling no kind of way when y'all be snapping off. You have to understand who you are yourself. You guys always go through these things that feels very biblical to me. Oh, I haven't been with anyone for 10 years. And how did I sustain myself without having sex? How didn't I, end up drinking and drugging like other people? Okay? I'm telling you, you have the craziest stories. And I feel like with this, for a lot of you, this is particularly for those who are addicted to somebody. Addicted to someone. And even if this is an idea for those that's outside of anything dealing with relationships, what has your family done for you and what they did not do for you, you're going to have to let that go too. Because a lot of you are holding on to some shit that done happened 10 years ago, and it's affecting everything about your life. Those people are off somewhere minding their own damn business. They ain't even thinking about you. And you're sitting up here holding stuff in and getting upset, angry. You can't even live your life and becoming a victim to them. You're going to have to let go what other people did. And I'm not saying that what you've experienced was right. And I'm not saying that some of you have not, some of y'all got PTSD because of what somebody else has done to you.